everyone has a story that just doesn't seem to want to go away. A story that you wish had happened to somebody else. Now, I do have plenty of them, but today I'm going to do my poo story, which last night I decided was poo story number 1, but that's for another day. So, when I was 11, I stood in poo. We've all stood in animal poo at some time. It can be a bucket to get off your shoes, but when I was 11, I stood in poo. I mean, human poo. It happened at the boys' toilets at my primary school. It was talk of the playground for a day or two, but soon faded away, except unfortunately, that's not where the story chose to leave me. It's not so much that it hung around like a bad smell, but one day when the tones of Pooh Boy were long gone, and I'd forgotten almost altogether the events of that most unfortunate day, that the story resurfaced like a poo that just refuses to be flushed away. I was 16, and I liked this girl. I really liked this girl. I was friends with her twin brother, and he reliably informed me that she liked me too. So far, so good, and on a cold October's night the scene was set. I met her at the back of a rough-looking pub, obviously not my location of choice, but at least the chemistry seemed to be right. I offered her my coat and lied that I was fine. I was, of course, frozen right through, but that didn't matter one shiver. I moved in close, placed my hands on her tiny waist, and as I leaned in to hug her beautiful pink lips, out of nowhere, a lad I hadn't seen since primary school popped up, sticking his other coat from around the side of the pub at the most inopportune moment. Still the class clown with his perfect comedy timing, he was on time and prime. Pooh's story already in mouth. Only, he told it a little differently. In fact, one fact was a whole lot different to how I remembered it. Maybe I cleaned it up in my head over the years. Except no, because I remember the black Reebok trainers that were sold that day, my mum refusing to clean them and taking me to buy new. But when he told it, he had me in socks. I could only thank the heavens, though, that he hadn't painted me in barefoot, poo squidging between my naked toes. I panicked. I didn't know what to do. I denied it, of course. What else was I to do? But the poo story didn't quite have the effect that my love rival hoped or I had feared. The girl, we'll leave her unnamed, barely batted an eyelash. Well, she did have a bit of a chuckle as I tried in vain to convince her of my version of events, but it didn't matter one jot that I once had a pooey sock. My face still red. At the back of that pub we kissed, and as I groped her nubile breast, the stars in the sky shined brighter than I'd ever seen them before, and in my head I dreamt up a little love affair that never quite came to fruition. Not because of the poo story. You can never help to have a story like that follow you around sticking like flies, but just a couple of weeks later I messed it up all on my own, without the help of a perpetual class clown. Unfortunately for me,